And our comedian of the week is joining us now. Please welcome Jessica McKenna.
Hello.
Hiya, Jessica.
Oh, hi.
Welcome to Hollywood Headliners.
Thanks for having me.
You didn't go to school here. You did your grade school and stuff here. But where did you go to college?
I went to Northwestern University outside Chicago.
Yeah, which is great. Terrific communications school there.
Yeah, studied theater. It was awesome.
Yeah. The great thing about the Chicago area is that is really the heart of where some of the best improv really emanated in the entire world.
Yeah, definitely. It's the birthplace of long-form improv for sure. So Del Close, starting there with the Improv Olympic, and then the Upright Citizens Brigade, he coached them, and they broke off from there. So, yeah, it's definitely sort of like mecca for long-form improv.
Why did you get into improv? You don't really do stand-up, do you?
I don't.
You're not a stand-up kind of person.
I'm not. Well, I like to think I am, but
that's
yeah, no, I definitely should, just because I think it's such a valuable skill, but it is obviously terrifying. But I really like being funny with other people, I think, is the other reason why it doesn't appeal to me. I like that sort of bounce off of each other and the comedy coming from a reaction, so not just the things that are in your own head. But I started doing improv short form in high school with Comedy Sports High School League. And then when I went to Northwestern, they had a long-form troupe that was sort of born out of being so close to Chicago and was started by a guy who was on a very long-running IO team. So I was on one long-form team with the same people for all 4 years, which was really fun.
What makes what you do funny? It sounds like an obvious question, but why is it funny?
Well, short-form improv is where it first came from, and those are theater games that have been around for a really long time. And if you really want to trace improv, I mean, it goes back even further to like Commedia dell'arte, or troops of theater troops who just had archetypes and then they improvised underneath those. So short form is like what was on Whose Line It Is Anyway. So games where you're getting a suggestion, but there's maybe a built-in structure, and it'll be short, 3 or 4 minutes. So there used to be this short form game called Time Dash, where it was really scenic, and so you would do just a scene and then you would just see it in the future. And then people started really liking it in Chicago because they were like, oh, we like how freeform it is. And that's when Del invented the Herald, because he just like smushed them together into like a little play. So when I do a form called the Herald at UCB, it is a structure, but we have one word and there are 8 of us, and we'll improvise off of that one word for 29 minutes.
Wow.
There's that's what I think that's what I like, is improv is like a team sport. And so I love going out there, and now I've been on one team at UCB for a year and a half. So same thing, we're building that camaraderie and what they call group mind, where we kind of all make the move because we see where it's going. So I think what makes UCB style improv funny is it's playing top of your intelligence, and it's finding funny patterns that exist in our life and then kind of turning up the dial.
So what are you going to do with all this?
Well, I'm on an improv show on Fox that premieres next week. So
Great. What's that called?
It's called Riot, and it premieres on Tuesday. It's on 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central.
This is pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm getting paid to do improv.
Oh my God, you're making money to do improv?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh, yay!
So you like being out in front of people?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But not in a comedic telling jokes sort of standpoint.
I think that just because I found and fell in love with improv and sketch before that happened.
So are you a writer?
Yeah. I definitely write my own character stuff and write stuff with Zach, and so I think stand-up would be a fun thing to try that I should, but I see my friends who do it, and it takes like a lot of discipline, and it's sort of the thing where you just want to make sure you're not splitting your focus too much.
Right. This is pretty cool. The name of the show on Fox starting next week is
Riot.
Starring Jessica McKenna. Are you one of the? How many people are in the troupe?
We rotate a cast of 7 regular improvisers. There's 4 an episode, and then every episode has 2 celebrity guests.
Wow. So you're like Wayne Brady.
I am exactly like Wayne Brady. Spread that around like wildfire.
Yeah,
we
wow.
have a ton in common.
That'd be great.
I kept asking for. I love musical improv. I was like, seriously, I'll do that. And they're like, yeah, sure. Wayne's got it.
Yeah, boy. But you see what happens. I mean, the tricks you learn to be fast on your feet and fast in your mind really come from all these years of working with the troops, learning these little nuances that can be pieced together.
Oh yeah, it's also just about like commitment and not caring what people think. So that's sort of the key to improv is taking care of the other people on your team, and just you can't half do it, or else everyone will be a step ahead of you.
Yeah.
So as long as you go out there and you are committed and you are. That's the other thing. There's sort of something a little more kumbaya about improv versus the stand-up world, I think it feels to me, which is that, like, all right, me and my buds are going to do this together.
Jessica, thank you very, very much.
Thank
this
you.
is really exciting about Riot next week starting on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else coming up for you that we can see you anywhere? We need to go to your... Do you have a YouTube channel?
You can check out Animal Rhymes on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, Jess R. McKenna. You can check out a show at the UCB Theater.
I love it.